Thank you for joining me with Coffee with Russ. I want to share with you a vulture today. And remember, a vulture is anything that, or anyone that would steal God's design away from you. God made you, and there are vultures who try to steal it from you. Beat them with a stick and go get your blessing, will you please? I want you to understand that many of us make excuses, and I call that the vulture of mediocrity. Mediocrity simply means of medium quality, not very good. We make excuses all the time for a whole bunch of different things in our lives. I remember whenever I was in Bible college, we had these wonderful jobs there that paid us government wage, and it was a nonprofit organization. So we got a whopping $2.84 3/4 an hour. This was the phrase that we walked around with all the time. Good enough for government work. It wasn't that we were doing sloppy labor or anything else, but we weren't real quick about it, and they didn't really expect us to do that. I just want you to know that many times we are tempted to do something mediocre. Now, if you give me a choice at any particular place and ask me Coke or Pepsi, I will always go for Pepsi. Yeah, I'm going to start a fight in the comments below. I know this, but mediocre, I don't like it. It just, no. And all my people in Atlanta just shut me off. I get that. But anyhow, I want you to know that these vultures will convince you that no, it's not your tithe, but that's good enough. You can get away with it. You've prayed a few minutes. God heard you. Don't worry about the rest of it. You don't have to put that much into it. You didn't invite that person to church, but you didn't offend him either. So yeah, you're a good Christian. That's okay. Good enough always lowers expectations. And that's what the mediocrity vulture tries to get you to do. Lower your expectations. Why would we do something like that? Well, it's real simple. We're afraid of failure. We're afraid of making mistakes. We're afraid of pushing ourselves to be better. So I have this term that I use, and I got it from a guy by the name of Craig Rushnell. It's called Gitmo. In other words, good enough to move on. Now, you think, well, that just sounds like, you're just bailing on something. No, no, this is how it works. For now, it's good enough to move on, but we will come back to it later and we'll make it better. And what I want you to do in order to beat this vulture off your life is I want you to keep trying and learn from your mistakes and keep growing all the time. Now, I've tried drinking this for years and it doesn't get better. And no, I won't drink zero either. Don't. Just no. Stop. All right? But cut yourself some slack if you don't hit the mark. Just because you didn't hit it this time doesn't mean you won't hit it next time. Culture vultures will tell you you're a screw up, you're messed up, God hates you, and none of it is true. He's right there with you through every time that you keep trying. He's going to see you through. Let's pray a dangerous prayer together. Lord, help us to dismiss our excuses and make the sacrifices we need to make in order to do our best. See you tomorrow.